You're soft. I can see it before you speak. You flinch at resistance. You hesitate when it's time to strike. You wait for certainty, for clarity, for safety. And in that waiting, you fall. You think fear is a sign to stop, to pull back, to seek comfort, to ask someone else what to do. That is why you remain ordinary, because the very thing that was sent to forge you, you treat it like a threat. Fear wasn't sent to scare you. It was sent to summon you. Let me say it plainly. Fear is not your enemy. It is your proving ground. I ruled over more land than any man before me, not because I was fearless, but because I moved through fear like smoke on the wind. I saw hesitation in my enemies, and I crushed it beneath my heel. I didn't ask fear to leave. I used it. I invited fear to sit beside me, to ride with me into unknown lands. And when the blade came down and the fire roared, I let that fear sharpen my senses, make me faster, colder, more alive. You hide from fear like a sheep. I hunted with it like a wolf. If fear lives in your camp, then command it. If it lives in your heart, then weaponize it. You want to build something. You want to lead, dominate, command respect. Then you must stop waiting to feel ready. You think I felt ready when I challenged the world with nothing but a horse, a bow, and the fury of a broken boy. I felt purpose, and I let fear ride with me, because it reminded me that failure was real, that the stakes were high, that the consequences of weakness were exile. Let me explain something. Fear is not a signal to retreat. It's an alarm telling you that what you want is close. But you have to move now, or lose it forever. I watched men freeze before they crossed rivers, hesitate before they charged, overthink, second guess. And while they pondered, I advanced. Fear will always whisper, but only cowards give it a throne. I never let fear dictate. I let it warn me, wake me, weld me. When you lean into fear with intent, you turn it into a scout, not a prison. It tells you where the edge is, and then you push past it. You want to live without fear, then stay small, stay average, stay hidden behind excuses. But if you seek power, command, a legacy, then understand this. Every great empire was built under pressure, not ease, not comfort, fear. Because fear means you're near the fire, and that is where transformation begins. The wind does not ask if the step is ready. It carves its path through force. You say you want discipline, but discipline doesn't grow in peace. It grows when you move, despite fear. Discipline is when you march even when your hands shake, when you speak even when your voice is cracked, when you act even when your stomach twists. Every morning I woke to doubt. Will the tribes turn on me? Will my sons follow? Will my enemies strike while I sleep? But I did not let those questions break me. I let them burn through me, and I answered each one with movement. If you are waiting for fear to vanish before you begin, you will never begin. Burn this into your mind. The man who waits to feel ready waits until he is forgotten. What do you fear right now? Rejection, failure, embarrassment, disappointment. Good. That means you found the edge. That means it matters. Now use it. Use fear to fuel your preparation. Use fear to drive your precision. Use fear to keep your sword sharp, your decisions sharper. Don't numb it. Don't run from it. Don't disguise it behind cheap pleasures and distractions. Stand in front of it and say, I see you. You're not the end. You're the ignition. Fear has one purpose: to challenge your certainty, to ask if you are worthy of the vision you speak of. Prove that you are. Because every man who avoids fear becomes forgettable. But the one who rides with fear, who tames it, who masters it, becomes unshakable. That is what made me Genghis, not my strength, not my armies, my relationship with fear. I let it guide me into the storm, and I claimed the sky. So, if your heart is beating faster, if your palms are sweating, if your thoughts are racing, good, that is the sound of something awakening. Now act. Move, speak, building, launch, conquer. Whatever it is you're afraid to face, face it now, not when you feel perfect, not when the time is convenient, not when someone else gives you permission. Now, because the longer you wait, the colder your fire becomes, and if you wait too long, you will fade into silence. You are not here to shrink. You are not here to delay. You are here to dominate your own hesitation. Let the others whimper in safety. Let the others stall in comfort. Let the others watch. But not you. You move. You command. You rise. This world bows to those who move forward even when afraid. Be one of them, and if you cannot be brave, then be feared. Build your empire, or be conquered.